We need to speak about this.
Not the message of this movie at all.
I totally forgot what the question was.
Stop taking my answers.
What are you talking about?
Mason calls me in the dead of night.
I do not. That is not true.
I do not.
Sorry.
What the hell?
It's so lovely to meet you both.
Likewise.
So my name's Olivia and I'm with Metro. And today we've got a couple of our questions have been submitted by our Metro audience, our fans. So it should be a bit of fun.
Let's do it.
Here we go. So if you came face to face with a dragon, what is the first thing that you would do?
I would call for Nico.
Would you really?
Yeah, because I know how much you'd want to train a dragon.
Yeah, I would absolutely kill it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love if I got that call.
Yeah.
I'd be a bit confused. Probably wouldn't answer.
What? All right, screw that answer.
Because there's always a time difference and you call me in the middle of the night. Mason calls me in the dead of night.
I do not. That is not true.
I do not.
So
What the hell?
So tired.
how did the phone call start in the middle of the night? It's just
Well,
like,
sometimes Mason...
We need to speak about this.
Mason has the most annoying voicemail in the world, and it gets me. I know this isn't remotely what you asked, but it needs to be known to the public. Mason's voicemail, he's like, hello? What? Huh? Wait, I'll call you back in 1 second. And then, the amount of times I've been
No,
like,
at the end it's
hi,
like, psych!
oh, sorry. Could you not? Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna call me back.
It's so dumb.
And
I've had it for like so long and I
But
just haven't changed it.
every
It's
single
so
time,
immature.
and I start speaking every single time, to the point where one time Mason called me and started speaking, and I was like, oh, voicemail. And then I hung up. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. And then I hung up.
We're so tired.
I know I'm losing it. If I saw a dragon, because of this movie, just, hand out. I feel like I've learned from Hiccup. Hand.
I totally forgot
Hand
what
out,
the question
head away.
was, and I was like, what are you talking
I
about?
know, I was getting lost in the voicemail
Yeah,
situation.
that's what I was like, what the hell are you?
Sorry. But that is what I would do if I saw a dragon.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at him. He knows exactly what's up.
Very calm,
does, doesn't it?
handout
Very calm,
situation.
composed.
Yeah. It's that side part that gives him confidence.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the side part.
Yeah.
We think the straight Justin Bieber side part is what has really
I love it so much.
carried Mason through this movie.
Yeah,
Loved it.
I feel like we haven't seen enough side parts recently,
I
actually.
absolutely-
I'm
There's
gonna be
a lot
honest,
more.
I think we have. I
I think we're at the
This
limit.
movie
We
comes
backed
out, I
out.
think no one needs to see a side part ever again.
Yeah. Maybe just me.
That's so good. I feel like I've had such an insight with that voice note situation going
Yeah,
on.
that's an insight into Mason's brain.
Yeah, beautiful. If you could have a real life dragon, what characteristics would you want it to have?
I want the dragon to cook
Oh my gosh, what would it cook?
anything I want.
Wow.
Depends on my mood.
Like
Like,
some kind of servant.
yeah, but like a dragon
Like
chef.
a huge one.
Yeah,
That would be kind of
Yeah.
cool.
that'd be dope.
I'd want like spaghetti bolognese on cue.
That's what I'm
That would
saying.
be so nice.
Yeah.
Dragon. Just makes me food. That's awesome. And then we can fly
That is
around.
not the message
That's
of this
dope.
movie at all.
No, but it would be cool if Toothless could cook, right?
Yeah. I feel
pretty
like
good.
Toothless would probably do something quite good with the fish that
Yeah,
Like
but I don't
eats
like
food.
fish, so
Ah.
Toothless can find others. He
Okay.
needs a cookbook.
he can
One of
explore.
the
Yeah.
He needs to expand.
Beautiful. And what about you? What would you say?
I think I really like kind of like dumb animals, I think.
Okay.
And so I would honestly quite like it if my dragon was like a little bit dumb.
That makes sense.
But in a kind of like very sweet and like
Endearing.
well-meaning way. I just think that's very
It
cute.
makes sense for you.
Maybe maybe that means like people look like their pets.
Do you look like Stormfly? Do I look like Toothless?
No, not really. I feel like you look more like Stormfly and I look more like Toothless.
Could you swap for the
Do
day?
you think a bit? You know what I mean? No?
No.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, I feel like if I had a dragon, it would be very clumsy because I fall up the stairs
Yeah.
all the time.
Mm.
So
People do like their pet. I look like my dog.
People really do often. Like,
Yeah.
do you have any pets?
I don't. But
I don't either.
if I did, I don't know which one I'd look like. I'll have a think about that after this.
Think about it. Think about it.
Which song would you say defines each other's characters?
I do think the original score remains pretty consistent.
It's stunning.
Destiny's Child. For
Yeah.
Hiccup.
Yes.
No!
What? What?
Destiny's Child for Astrid.
What? No.
Stop
Which Destiny's
taking
Child
my
song?
answers.
What are you
please.
talking about?
I said Survivor, Destiny's Child feels very Astrid to me. But I do just think that for both of them,
That
I
just
feel
screams
like-
Hiccup all over.
Hiccup. Yeah.
Well, you both starred in horror projects before How to Train Your Dragon. So we've got The Last of Us with Pedro Pascal, and we've got The Black Phone.
Yeah.
We tend to see young actors quite often start in like a family film and then go into horror, but obviously you guys have switched that up a little bit. What would you say are the main like similarities and differences between acting in a family film and acting in a horror?
Both are really fun on set, I would say. I think that there's something actually really, because subject matter is quite dark on like horror and when you're like dying in a field, it's quite dark. So actually the morale has to be quite high.
The vibe has to be different for, you know, those type of scenes, I feel like.
In order to make it kind of like a nurturing space. And so
Yeah.
then similarly in a family movie, I think also because you know that what you're making is going to be really, especially with a movie like this, what you is going to be really important to kids. I think that there's also that, you know, you have that on a set as well, and so there is a kind of light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing, and so I do feel like both of them have that kind of air about them.
Yeah.
It was a really good answer.
That was a really beautiful answer.
Yeah.
Like, I think those light moments are so important.
It's like, I can't really follow that. I'm just gonna agree.
That was like
shake my head.
word perfect, beautiful, stunning answer. Well, Hiccup is an incredible inventor. If you guys could invent anything, what would you invent?
Teleportation.
Nice.
Where would you teleport to?
Nice.
Anywhere I want.
Oh, you'd be so good in Back to the Future.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sorry, that was just
No, I was just taking
it's
it.
a different thought. I know it's not teleporting either, but
What's kind of got teleporty vibes?
Yeah, teleporting back
part
to
of
the
me
future.
wants to say time travel, but I also feel like we shouldn't meddle with time.
Oh, yeah, that's a
So maybe-
complicated
Hey,
one.
Nico the Wise.
We should.
We should meddle with time.
Well, I just feel like I don't know. It's maybe not. I don't know.
Where would you time travel to if you could time travel?
The future.
Oh, the 90s.
To film How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Like, I'd want to see what the supermodels are up to.
Yes, and the fashion.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the fashion
Go to like
situation.
the Met and just see what's happening. Or like the 60s or like the 20s, be like a flapper girl. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, just the fashion throughout the ages.
Yeah, I think I just want to go and just see what
You know, I would go to the past and tell my 7-year-old self that I'm Hiccup.
No, he'd grow up to be a real weirdo.
That's true.
He's like, I saw my 17-year-old
Well, I would just want to see my
self,
reaction.
and he told me I was going to be a Hiccup.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd start training himself from a young age.
Yeah, that's true.
Like every birthday
Yeah.
would be Dragon Team
Mm-hmm.
themed
Yeah,
toys.
people would
like-
think I'm a weirdo just walking around. I'm Hiccup, by the way. Like, what the hell is wrong with this kid?
Yeah, but then one day they'd be proved wrong for laughing at you because you would be Hiccup.
Maybe, or it's that thing
Or
where
it would
you
mess
know
him
that.
up.
Yeah, have you seen that thing where it's like the wizard goes back in time and tells the knight that he dies at this time, and then it like changes stuff, and then he dies like beforehand because he tries.
That's
to
why you shouldn't meddle with
Meddling
time.
with
That's
is
the
bad,
time
so-
travel.
Me going back and telling myself that I'm gonna be Hiccup, probably wouldn't be Hiccup anymore. Yeah.
There we have it. Let's stick with the times
stick
that
with the
we're
good
living
And then
in.
Tom Holland would take it. Tom Holland would take it.
But it's okay because we've got you as Hiccup in the room right now. Well, thank you so much, guys. It was so lovely to chat
Thank
to
you
you.
so much.
Likewise,
Lovely
yeah.
to meet you.
Yeah, can't wait for How to Train Your Dragon to come to cinema.
Thank you
Thanks
so
so
much.
much.